Good morning. It is 7:55 in the morning. I'm quote boondocking, which is where you're not hooked up to power or water or anything. And so everything has to run off the batteries, which I only have one that I bought super last minute at O'Reilly. And it's now essentially dead. It's got less than a third of the battery left. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna start my little generator at 8 o'clock in the morning, which I hope is social. I don't know if it's socially acceptable. My thing is like, we're all camping without permission, so why can't we do whatever we want? So I don't really know, but that's what we're gonna do so that we can charge the batteries so that I can sleep again tomorrow night in the heat instead of in the cold because it's 30 degrees outside. It is 9:58 on a Sunday, which means that it's time for church. The church is 7 minutes away and it starts at 10 o'clock. So, I'm a little late. It took a little bit longer to clean the coffee stuff than I expected. I'm headed to this church called Grace Christian Church. It's a quote it's a undenominational church, which, if I had to guess, would mean it's something similar to a non-denominational church. Lots of bounces, lots of rocks. All of the other churches in the area are LDS churches. Like Utah has so many LDS churches, legitimately, like every half mile, which is crazy, but you know. So yeah, I'm headed to this church. I won't take the camera in with me. I'm just gonna go to church, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they are having. Is it 11? My truck says that it's 11 right now. My phone says it's 10. I wonder if there was a time change last night. I bet there was a time change last night where we fell back an hour, which is crazy. I don't even know how long I slept for, but okay, I'm going to this church. I'll talk to you after. So I just got done with church at Grace Christian Church in Torrey, Utah. David and Vivian are the pastors of the church. David's the pastor of the church. He's been pastoring the church for the last 5 years. They moved to the town like 10 years ago from New Mexico, and David only got saved like 20 years ago. So incredible that he is the pastor. They counted 8 people there this week, which they have the previous week's attendance behind the stage, the pulpit, whatever you would like to call it. But it was cowboy themed, so all of his illustrations were cowboy themed. He talked about how he felt like Amos was kind of a cowboy in and of himself. We did listen to Believe by Brooks and Dunn, which is like maybe Brooks and Dunn's best song. It's just a great song altogether. So I ended up talking with them and kind of getting their whole story and everything. I got David's cell phone number. And Vivian said next time I'm in town to give them a call because they have full RV hookups at their house, and I'm more than welcome to stay, which is incredible. So I just love small town America. It's filled with great people and just the hospitality, and you can't beat it. So Vivian was a hoot. David just is a proper rancher. He is a cowboy. He's been working cattle legitimately his whole life. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens here. I'm excited to come back. I really want to visit. God's doing things. They're connecting with the LDS church more than ever, partnering with them, doing things with them, and honestly, they are winning some people over. So just real encouraging that God is allowing those relationships to form. With that, they're doing like events together and candlelight services and stuff, so that's incredible. But I'm headed back to the trailer now. I'm gonna change, and then I think I'm gonna pull the scooter off of the trailer and go on some hikes. So probably be in Capitol Reef today and tomorrow, and then to the Escalante area. Let's get changed, rip the scooter off, and go into the parks. Finished the Cassidy Arch, went back 2 miles, hopped on the scooter, rode the scooter 3.5 miles to this trailhead, which is the Coab Canyon trail. There's a north and a south overlook. I want to do both of them and then turn around and go back. The issue is that there's like 1 hour of daylight left and it's a 3.5 mile hike. Currently kind of running through, I don't know if it's a washout, old river, whatever you'd call it. Be cool to climb up to get to the north and the south overlook. Turn around, hop on the scooter, get gas, put it on the trailer, take a shower, and go eat dinner hopefully. So see how fast I can get to the north and the south trailhead, or north and south overlook. Made it to the south side overlook. You've got the sun setting in the background, but I'll use my face to cover it so it doesn't get washed out. You see the B-roll, you see the things. Basically, more of the story as I walk to the edge of this cliff. Yes, it is a legit cliff. It just falls off. You can see the color, I guess, of the rocks is why we're here. Like all the veins and whatnot. But that's pretty nifty too, if I don't say so myself. So now we've got to go to the north side overlook as the sun is setting and see what it looks like. And it's gonna be a cold, dark. I have a terrible headlight on my scooter because I built the scooter for Arlington, Texas, which every single road is lit. So I've got a terrible yellow halogen headlight that looks incredible. And then taillights that technically don't work unless you press the brake. So yeah, sorry mom, sorry dad, I know you don't love it, but my 5 mile hike just turned into I know I'm off route. I'm at 9.1, so it's gonna end up being like, I don't know, 11 miles, probably 11 total with the scooter ride. So yeah, gotta hurry up and do it. here is the south overlook in all of its glory. But here are the simple facts. The sun has set and it is 5:11, which means you've got like 30 minutes left of light, and I have a 1.7 mile back hike. Do the math. It's like 30 minutes, which means I'm gonna be getting on the scooter as it's dark. Then I have a 30-minute scooter ride to the trailer, but I'm gonna go an extra 10 minutes to fill it up with gas because honestly it's a little low on gas. I don't wanna admit it, but it's low on gas, so I'm gonna fill it up with gas and then ride it back. So my prediction is I'm gonna get back off of the scooter at 6:15. I'm gonna be at the trailer. Then I'll have the scooter loaded and strapped down and covered 6:30, 6:45-ish. So we'll see what happens. The bummer is that they had daylight savings, so they fell back, which means that we lost an hour of light. So if this was yesterday, we would not have had any problems, but you know, fall back and spring forward. So here we go. I'm gonna race down the trail. Honestly, I'll probably just put the camera in my backpack and not video anymore for the sake of light. Well, the scooter is loaded on the back. I haven't put the cover on it because honestly, I didn't go to get gas. I just didn't want to risk the dark roads, not having tail lights. I have a tail light, it only works if I have the hand brake. I'm using the brake, but oops. It's 6:18. So I would say pretty spot on my timeline. Now I'm gonna go get a burger from a trailer that sells burgers, which apparently I have to try. And then eat that burger and come back here and honestly probably go to bed. I need to figure out what hikes and what order I'm doing them in tomorrow and then go to bed. So let's go get some burgers.